When the guard paused, he continued, "Think about it. When you call, the person who answers will have to ring someone above him, who will have to ring someone above him. And when that one rings the person above him, do you know whose phone is going to buzz?" He pointed at the passenger. "That guy's. And what do you think he'll say?" The soldier, looking a bit nervous now, answered, "Let them through?" "Good, yes, but you're only half right. The lieutenant colonel will say, 'Let them through,' and send that idiot kid who made me wait so long off to the Kurdish front." The young guard's eyes widened at the prospect. The driver waved the man back toward the truck. "Come now. You have seen that our papers are in order, so lift the gate, let us through, and go share those smokes with your friends." After one more glance at the officer, who remained focused out the windshield, the guard nodded. He stepped back and signaled toward the guards in the shack to lift the gate. The diesel rattled back into action, and the truck lurched forward. "Ma salama, and don't forget your cigarettes," the driver called out, putting his hand outside the window and pointing down. Out of his peripheral vision, the passenger could see into the guard shack. The third guard had still not looked up from what he could now see was a small television that indeed was showing a football match. It wasn't until the truck was clear of the roadblock and back up to speed that the lieutenant colonel allowed himself a tense sigh. Catching the driver's eyes, he gave him a wink and a grin. Then he turned forward again to watch the road ahead. Chapter 2. Outside Damascus, Syria, October 4th, 2022, 02:10, 2:10 a.m., EEST. "Carl, lead. We're through the checkpoint," Near Tavor informed his ops center. "How's the road look to target?" "Traffic stop 15 kilometers ahead," replied Leora Regav, one of Carl's analysts. Carl was Nir's team of odd specialists back at Mossad headquarters. The acronym itself stood for absolutely nothing, an inside joke amongst the small group of millennials. "Appears routine, otherwise clear." Turning toward the driver, Nir said, "Nice work with the guard." "He was just a clueless kid, easily controlled," Alif chuckled. "I could have had him doing push-ups on the street if we had the time." Nir laughed, figuring he probably could. Alif was a member of the Humint Gathering Unit 504, who were masters of human intelligence collection, interrogation, and psyop. When Nir was a kid, he and his friends used to talk about the shadowy unit, but always with hushed voices. Formed soon after the creation of the State of Israel in 1948, it is one of 3 divisions of the Israeli Defense Forces Military Intelligence Directorate, and by far its most secretive. Recently, he read an article in which one of the unit's officers said that if you want to understand the activities of Unit 504, you should go to a theater and watch a thriller double feature. Only then will you scratch the surface of the work they do. Reading those words sent a little twinge through Nir. As he had approached the end of his mandatory military service and begun weighing the options for his future, he had considered applying for Unit 504. He wanted action in his life. He wanted to make a difference. But living a secret life for years at a time in an enemy country had seemed exhausting to him. Many of the undercover agents that 504 had deployed around the world, and particularly in the Middle East, reminded Nir of Cold War moles, deeply hidden by their governments on the opposite side of the Iron Curtain. There is the loud war that Israel fights with rockets and fighter jets. Then there is the larger, quiet war. It is this silent war that Unit 504 fights. Except for nights like tonight. When his "what am I going to do with my life" moment had come, Nir decided that Unit 504 might end up being a little too much action for his taste. So he had joined the state security system in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs instead. Calm and easy, with excitement coming in the form